It begins with a hummingbird drawn in pencil, my next 2 years. I am waiting for the day to come when her name is not beneath each syllable. She sat there, a ghost with her hard face. Her threads, a ripped-up pillowcase. The problem with adoration, it is a little bit more than love, like bubbly water, like trying to sew the same button on a pair of $3 pants. I want to get smaller than those pants. What it feels like to thrust. The first time, a barbecue, some overyeasted bread, her, a new girlfriend, and our cat. His body gleamed like only those who are meant for greatness do. I look at the pale ridge inside my elbow, blue vein. Maybe you can pretend that it's me walking away. I can be him sometimes, heavy and untouchable, a composite of all the people I have loved, dripping out your tongue so you can't speak. You feed me. There is no more of you. A poem is a negotiation of light and space, like a photograph of shuttered windows. Shed layers and put your body in water. It is the only option for survival. I want to cover myself in all the pendants gifted by lovers, unicorns and wood, rose quartz and goddesses. I want to cloak myself in their protection, a cloak of gift and grieving. Your small mountain goat is bigger than a small mountain goat on this cloak. Take cards out of box. Shuffle. Pull a card. The Queen of Wands, the most sexual of all queens, her and her black cat. And now come the Frankie poems. None of this is lighthearted. LFM, the amazing acrobats that started it out, that was your moment of levity. I am anticipating your departure, new. I have a body intellect much smarter than my brain. My breasts know what temporary feels like. My ears know when noises are meant to arouse and not to claim. My back knows the difference between a caress and a careless stroke. My stomach knows the difference between him and everyone else. If I had known that he was going, I would have sacrificed too much to make him stay. The men who go away that carry me in their wallets. Please, can you tell me what a wish looks like? Volume does not begin to describe it. Begins as a two-dimensional shape, shoots out on either side, a fragile column like a switch that anyone can turn off. So I thought maybe I would go ahead and give you the words to the hymn that was just sung. I never thought they would be performed. I wrote them, and then my beloved found them in the book and said, I'm going to write music to these, and then invited Erin to join her in performing them, which is like a dream. So this is Song of Praise in the key of F. There's 3 hymns that you'll hear tonight, and the key of F is the key of Frankie. The key of C is the key of Carl, my father's name, and the key of J is the key of Jake. Clearly not a trained musician over here. So Song of Praise, key of F. My darling, my love, I don't feel you anywhere tonight. I do not feel. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, dear God, no. You are simply God. No dreams, no church. You are dead, simply no dreams, no church. Lift, my love, lift up. There are no songs, no ceremony. Lift, my love, lift. That is the hymn. This next piece is not poetry, it's prose. There's like all sorts of hybrids and weirdness and text-image collaborations in this book. It's called Eulogy, and it kind of tracks my relationship with Frankie. So as I said, he was my first love. He was my high school boyfriend, but I feel like our first loves are so much more than that. He taught me how to love my body. He taught me how to love a woman's body. You're welcome. He taught me how to be in the world with some fierceness and some light and to not be afraid of my power. And I will forever be grateful to him for all of those things. But we were very different people. And maybe that's the magic of it, right? Maybe that's the magic of love. We were very different people. Eulogy, 1996. I remember that time in the rain. You were in the rain. I was sitting inside my car. I wish I could say you pulled me outside and made me laugh. I wish I could say we danced. Your romantic ideas were too storybook for me. 1997. People used to walk past us and say, damn. They were talking about you. It was hard to not be the prettier one. 1998. You gave me a gold bracelet for our 3rd anniversary. It is made out of gold hearts and gold X's. For 3 years, I never took it off. Sometimes I still wear it to remember what love feels like. I run my fingers over it like you used to. I can never remember which is the kiss and which is the hug. 1999. We never had sex without kissing. Even in the morning. We always smiled after we saw each other when some time had passed. It didn't matter how we parted. Your eyes glowed. You cared about my pleasure. You always wanted to sit close enough to touch me. You made me feel filled with possibility. You made me feel strong. You looked at me like you knew me. You looked at me like you wanted to know more. You wanted to let me go. You wanted to keep me safe. 2007. You sobbed in my arms. You made baby noises. You were not big and strong. You were small and hurting. You told me that women were worse than men with their catcalls. They made you feel cheap. You who posed as the centerfold for a porn magazine. You who flexed your stomach and wanted me to sit on you while you did push-ups. You cried. You sobbed in my arms. You talked about your mother and how cruel she could be with her insults. You trusted me, and I hope you do not know what I was thinking. Shut up, shut up, shut up. And after an hour of this, you made love to me. I took all of that sadness into my body. I took those catcalls. I took those baby noises. I took your cheapness. I took those insults from your mother. I took them in from behind. I told you as hard as you want. 2008. I am not a small girl, but you held me up for a very long time. 2009. Sometimes there are so many big chunks of fleshy grief in the tub that you have to chip cracks in the tub itself to let in the rivulets of joy, enough to fill in those cracks between the chunks, enough to flood the tub and float those chunks out. 2010. I found this beautiful shell at 100 feet down in the Sea of Cortez, barnacle covered, each half bigger than my palm, lined with mother of pearl. I stood in my bedroom looking at it. I placed one on my altar and thought the other half should go to you. I imagined placing it on your grave. Could I half myself that way? You did not visit me in my dream. You did not come to say goodbye. And a live person should come before a dead person anyway, right? 2010. You said yo a lot. It always made me laugh. You answered the phone, "What's good?" When they told me that you were dead, I said no. I said it over and over again. I could not find another word. It felt like ripping, not a wave and not sadness, a rip in everything I had ever known. It felt unacceptable. 2010. You liked one word, lift. I liked so many. When I visit your grave, I want to take out my pocket knife. I want to dig you up and cut that tattoo out of your inner arm, lift. I want to sew it into my own skin to wear it on my inner arm. You said that it was an acronym for something. I don't remember what. Now it is a wish, lift. This one is called Yvette, and it's for Frankie's little sister, who I loved so much. She was such a brat. I loved her so much. Whew. Yvette. To hold your hand today while all those balloons let loose in Wilson Woods, you know. But I wish I was while you let go. Yvette, I loved him. Do you remember? I chased him when I saw him flirt. Yvette, how he ran and how he was right to run. Yvette, I would have cut him that day. Yvette, sometimes he put on my dress and danced, his big old body in a dress. Yvette, he cried when you pushed your mama down those steps. Your brother, his birthday balloon. You know, he talked about you, Yvette. He talked about beautiful. He talked about you would get out. Yvette, he got out too. He got out. And this is my last piece for now. I'll be back with y'all at the finale. So have any of you heard of the artist, writer, photographer, installation artist, Sophie Calle? She's French. Oh my God, what an amazing, right? Inspiration everywhere. You should buy all of her books. So she wrote this incredible book that one of my mentors in grad school turned me on to called Exquisite Pain. And what she did is she went around the world, really, and she interviewed strangers and asked them what was their most intense moment of pain in their life. And she documented these with photographs and with writing, with sort of documentary writing. So this is Exquisite Pain after Sophie Calle. It was an afternoon a few months ago. I was by the pool writing. I do not remember what I was writing. It was 2 weeks after my sister and I traveled to Scranton, Pennsylvania to have the machines turned off on my father's comatose body. I could still smell his death. My friend walked towards me. F is dead. I'm sorry. F is dead. My grief was immediate. I moaned. I said no over and over again. I screamed. I kept screaming. My friend held me while I screamed. She helped me inside my house where I huddled by the toilet, puking and crying. I could not accept that he was gone. My father was gone. F was not gone. And then I got lost. I went to a different place. I went back to several years earlier when we prayed in the truck together, when she was still the only person who loved me enough to make things right. We prayed together in the truck. I asked her to pray with me that F wasn't dead. We held hands and we prayed. I puked. We prayed. I was in the truck and praying. The moment of greatest pain came when I knew that I could not stay in the truck. Thank you.